Good morning, my dear students. So, in Unit 5, we are moving on to the next topic, that is export marketing. Exporting market means exporting good to another country of the world as per the procedure framed by the exporting country as well as the importing country. So, whichever country is exporting the products, they have to strictly follow the rules and regulations of both the exporting country as well as the importing country. Now, coming on to the second paragraph, export marketing has a wider economic significance as it offers various advantages to the national economy. So, when we are exporting the goods and services, the exporting country gets various advantages such as inflow of capital, tax collection, and our products are reaching in many other countries so that our people get the income. Now, let's see the definition of export marketing. According to B.S. Rathore, export marketing includes the management of marketing activities for product which cross the national boundaries of a country. So, you all know that our products are crossing the national boundaries of our country. So, it has to include the marketing activities to promote the product. Now, moving on to the import. Import trade refers to the purchase of goods from foreign country. So, we are importing the goods from the foreign country. Now, import procedure. The procedure for import trade differs from country to country depending upon the import policy, the statutory requirements and customs of different countries. So, when we are importing the goods and services, the procedures will differ from country to country depending upon the different policies of each and every country is following. In almost all the countries of the world, import trade is controlled by the government only. Now, let's see the import procedure. Under import procedure, we have so many steps. Let's see one by one. First one, trade inquiry. Whenever you are importing the goods and services, you have to do the trade inquiry. That is, you have to know who are the possible exporters and what products you want to purchase, what is the quality, design, size and terms of payments and conditions of delivery. All these you have to get to know in trade inquiry. Then you have to get the procurement of import license. It is nothing but an import license is essential to import the goods from a foreign country. So, whichever the importing firm or an individual who are importing the goods from the other country, they have to obtain the license and importer exporter code number, that is called as IEC number. Importer exporter code number has to be taken from the controller of exports and imports. After you get the license, then obtaining foreign exchange. It is nothing but the importer, after sending the intent to procure the required foreign exchange from the exchange control department of the RBI, the importer has to make the payment to exporting country in their currency only. So, for this foreign exchange should be obtained. Then placing the indent. So, the placing the indent is nothing but you have to send an indent which is required in the foreign exchange which will be issued from the exchange control department of the RBI only. Once you issue the exchange, that is nothing but once you get the foreign exchange permission, then you have to arrange or dispatch a letter of credit. Letter of credit is the Center for International Commercial Transactions. So, it is an undertaking by the importer's bank that the bills of exchange drawn by the foreign exporter on the importer should be honored on presentation of this letter. So, once you dispatch this letter, when you give this letter, the payment has to be received, okay, by the seller. Then obtaining necessary documents. So, here the importer may request the exporter to forward the documentary bill through his banker. which has to be delivered to him either against acceptance of the bill of exchange or against the payment. So, necessary documents has to be obtained. It is nothing but the documents such as bill of exchange and bill of lading. After obtaining the necessary documents, then you have to follow the customs formalities and clearing of goods. Customs formalities is nothing but the importer has to pay for the customs duties. Then the customs duty may be based on the weight and size of the goods, or it might be based on the value of the goods. So, the custom duty may be paid in the permanent deposit system. Then after that, clearing of the goods. After taking the possession of the goods, of the title to goods, the importer awaits for the arrival of the ship. After the ship is arrived, the importer must make the arrangement for the clearance of the goods from the customs office by paying the unloading charges, import duty, and as well as the customs duty and port trust dues also has to be paid. Finally, making the payment, that is nothing but the payment is made as per the terms agreed earlier between the importer and exporter. So, if the making of the payment is done and the importer receives the goods and the person who has exported the goods, that is the sender, receives the payment, here the import procedure will end. So, finally the closing of the transaction will be done. So, if the goods as per the satisfaction of the importer is done, then the transaction is closed. So, here ends the import procedure. Okay students, in today's class we have discussed about export, marketing, import and importing of goods along with the import procedure. I hope all of you have understood. So, let's move on to the next topic. I will explain it in the next class. So, today whatever I have sent the notes, all of you write down and listen to the explanation. If you have not understood any point in the above import procedure, you can let me know so that I will try to explain once again. Okay. Thank you everyone.